Welcome back to the Listen Up podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Jamie, and this week we've got me, Nick.
Welcome back to OVO Sound Radio on Apple Music.
Jordan.
Tell her what's up. Tell her what's up. Tell her what's up. Tell her what's up.
And joining us again, or I guess another first-time guest to the show, we've got Gonzo with us this week.
How's it going, fellas? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming on.
Gonzo. Hopefully you enjoy it. This week, we're going to be taking a look at Process by Sampha, released in 2017, and it was picked by Gonzo. Really quick, before we get into that, if you want to keep up with the show, you can find us on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and on Instagram at ListenUpPod. That's where we're going to make any announcements regarding the show or, merch or anything like that. Speaking of which, if you'd like to support the show, you can find merch at interestpointproductions.com. or at the link tree on the social accounts I just mentioned. Regarding the album for this week, Gonzo, why did you choose this album for your debut to the show?
All right. So before we get into that, I picked the album like last Wednesday or Thursday, I think, when Jamie texted me about it, and I picked it because I like the album a lot, and I don't think a lot of people know about it. Nor does it get like the I guess the attention or what's the word I'm looking for, boys? The credit
Praise?
it deserves.
The clout.
The credit. And that's why I picked it. But I was listening to the pod, the David one that you guys did, and I saw how you guys talked about like no more sad albums, and I thought that was hilarious because the thing about this album is I get lost in like the music of it. But preparing for this podcast, I was actually breaking down the lyrics and stuff, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so sad! It's like incredibly sad,
for sure." Yeah,
you know, like the lyrics cut deep. But yeah, that's why I picked it. It means a lot to me. It's one of my favorite albums. It's short and sweet. It's as a debut, I think it's as good as it gets for an artist.
Yeah,
It's very very enticing, very unique.
Yeah, it's like
different.
super impressive as like a solo debut because like he had done production work for like Drake before.
Yeah,
right?
Drake, Kanye,
Okay.
Drake twice actually.
Okay.
But yeah, and he's like he's pretty low key. He had an EP in 2013, that I didn't really listen to, and he's had a couple singles since then. But yeah, 2017 Process was his breakout, and
I got you.
What a way to start. He hasn't put out anything since, which is kind of disappointing. But
Tragic.
we're waiting. He posted recently, like maybe a week back, that he's got new music that he's excited to put out.
Okay.
So that's good.
Frank Ocean situation.
Right, I was gonna say he's the British Frank Ocean.
I remember this came out in 2017. You said.
Yep.
Yeah. I like vaguely remember when this album came out and like seeing a bit of hype for it and listening to No One Knows Me Like the Piano and like thinking that was a really good song and then listening to a bit of the rest of it and just not enjoying it as much. But now coming back to it, I'm simultaneously confused at why I didn't like it and also like surprised at how much I liked it because I used to listen to music pretty similar to this. Like, do you know who like Chet Faker is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's not like completely similar to this. This is a bit more
a lot of synths, a lot of
yeah.
Like, I know what
it's kind of like alt electronic in a way, like in a way of like generalizing it. But
Chet
this
Faker's No Diggity.
Yeah,
the way you
which I thought was the original for a long time because I was born in.
I thought it was too.
Yeah.
I think the way I found this album was I was going like I think around that time 2017 2018 I was going through like a big R&B phase.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And so I don't know, just like going into the rabbit hole of R&B artists and like Spotify like pushing people to me, I found actually a different single of his. It's off the same album where he does Too Much. That's a song he did with Drake, Too Much.
Okay.
Like Drake added a verse to it, but I think the song is originally Sampha's. He put it out like a little before
Okay.
Nothing Was the Same came out, right? So Drake
Right.
just kind of bought the rights, I guess, and added a verse.
Yeah, yeah.
But he has another song on that. I think it's an EP called "Happens," and that shit is sad. But it's like this ballad. It's just piano driven. It's some of the best piano playing I've ever heard. And so from
Okay.
there, I just kind of like dove into his stuff, and you can tell he's a good piano player from No One Knows Me Like the Piano. But it's kind of funny. I think if you only hear that song and
Yeah.
you think that's what he's about, and then you listen to the album, you're like, wait, this is not the same artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what screwed me up the first time I listened to it, because I was like, oh, this is like beautiful, and then I started listening to the other songs, and I was like, this is like, it's like making me paranoid. It's like it's just like, it's heavy in like a different way, in like a bit of a darker way, but it doesn't mean it's worse for any reason. Like, it's just it's still, I was gonna say equally as good. I think No One Knows Me Like the Piano is probably my favorite on the album. So maybe not quite
That's-
equally, but like
The,
it's
That's
up there.
understandable.
It's up there.
Yeah. That's actually one of the main notes I had across the entire album. Is I just kept going back to how immersive it is.
Yeah.
You just get like immersed into his sound and like what he's really talking about in the song, which I think is another thing I really like about the album.
Yeah, I've been getting really into the like Dolby Atmos mixing that Apple Music has right now. We've talked about it some, especially with The Dream last week. That album is one of the ones that transforms with that. And there were so many times listening to this album, I was like, man, I wish this got re-released with that kind of mixing, because it's the perfect kind of. It's very much like a guy I really like, James Vincent McMorrow. Yeah, it's kind of his type of shit. Like his what's the album? I don't remember the album name, but he's got two great songs.
It reminds
Pink
me
Salt
of
Lake.
It reminds me a bit of James Blake too,
Yeah,
a little
Yeah.
bit.
which is funny because like, I don't like James Blake that much, but
I don't either. To be
Yeah.
honest, I like some of his stuff, but it's not like he's not on any of my playlists. I don't think it's not somebody I listen to regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're both from the UK. I guess maybe it's a similar influence.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe
Right?
Um,
That's
Isn't James
somber
Blake
electronic
British?
stuff.
I thought he was.
he's got to be. I think I've heard him talk before, or like maybe the way he
Mhm.
sings. I just think he's British. I don't
Is
really
he
know.
British?
But
yeah,
yeah.
he's English.
I just thought it was hilarious how like the sounds don't really like match the lyrics. I kept
Uh-huh.
thinking about those memes where it's like the two people on the bus and it's one looking out the window really happy and one looking into like the wall or whatever. It's really sad.
Yeah,
And I think
Yeah.
that really fits this artist because
Yeah.
I feel you.
I never really dove into the lyrics until like I was taking notes for this podcast.
Yeah.
And it's really really deep, some of it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like it's like just abstract enough to be like kind of mysterious, but the lyrics are
Yeah.
the lyrics paired with the music make it just like not creepy, but a bit like ominous in a way. Like
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely get that in some of the songs.
yeah, but and not really in a threatening way, but just in like in an emotional way, because
Yeah.
a lot of the songs at least are about like grief and things like that, because at least through the mild research that I did, it sounded like almost every member of his family had died within the past like 10 years, like or
Yeah.
his immediate family, and it's just like it's very heavy. It's crazy stuff, and I think that's one reason like this like what he put together is so great. It's like it probably helped him through that a lot to be able to write that stuff down
With the grieving process, which is, I
Yeah.
assume, part of where the name of the project came from.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes that like the process name is really hit the nail on the head because he's really processing a lot of different trauma. It's a lot of grief, but I also get like a lot of introspection in some of his songs. He talks a lot about past relationships that he feels guilty about,
Yep.
like throwing away in some of the songs. So yeah, I mean it's just a really personal album. You can definitely tell.
Mhm.
Cool, should we
I don't-
jump into the songs?
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
on the first song, I got a little bit like Hosier vibes.
Vic
Like
said the
the-
same thing.
Right? Really?
Dead ass. That was one of the
Dude.
things Vic said. She was
I-
like, not necessarily in instruments, but like the like vocal vibe of it. I was like,
Yeah.
I can
No,
see
I
it.
did.
Did you guys
dude,
like his
that's-
voice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I loved
yeah.
it.
I
liked it
think
a
I
lot.
think I had one friend like a while ago. I tried to put him on, and he's like, "Yeah, I just didn't like his voice." And I was like,
Bro, what?
like, that's your pet peeve."
Dude,
That-
he's
that's like
literally
your
singing
irks?
melodies, bro. How do you not?
Like if
He's
anything, you know,
literally singing
the
in
sound
key
is
with
kind of
the
different.
piano.
You know,
Yeah,
if anything, I would say like the sound could be an acquired taste. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, from the first song, I was just super immersed.
Yeah,
don't know,
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I guess, but like, I love his vocals.
Out of all the, that's so funny. Out of all the things, just be like,
Right.
yeah, like he just, I don't know, his voice just doesn't do it for me. Like
And like,
with like
What?
the strange electronic instrumentation and stuff. And they're
Yeah.
like, nah, he just sounds kind of bad. I don't like
He
the way
like-
British people sound.
Yeah, he like rips off his shirt and it's like neon, and he just like trots over to like the EDM fest he's going to because he's like into all that music, you know.
yeah. And
Bad
like
joke,
you just
bad.
mentioned, like you said, a lot of the songs and lyrics are pretty abstract, and I agree. But I think in the same in like in a similar way, they're very clear, like what each song is about. Even though
Yes.
it's a very so like for example,
Uh-huh.
the first one, he very much, despite like having these like outer space kind of sounds and synths, he's very clearly transporting you into his mind, his space.
Yeah.
And he says a line about that, which I was like yeah, it's inner space in your inner, or it's outer space in your inner ear, I think is what he says.
Okay.
And it's like it's us being taken into his inner ear basically. And I thought that was
Yeah.
really cool, but it's also very abstract. And I don't think I've seen an artist kind of like mesh both of those things together so well.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Mm.
it's I feel like growing up I was awful at recognizing metaphors, and like just doing this podcast in general has helped me just see it more, exposing myself to like more forms of like I guess songwriting is like a form of literature. It's like basically poetry. There's just music behind it. But like especially this album, and also like one of my favorite albums of recent memory is like Big Thief's newest album, and they have plenty of songs on that album that are like there's a song about Adam and Eve, and it just kind of like tells the story of Adam and Eve, but it's like parallels like a story of like a past relationship. Like things just seem more obvious once you listen to more music. It's cool. I'm just saying like
Right.
basic shit right now. I'm like,
What
Okay,
did you
bro.
guys What did you guys think the theme of the song was? Like what's the plastic? Like it's a lot of like.
I actually do not know.
So I don't either. I didn't look it up. I wanted like to be as organic as possible, but I saw it as
thought
like.
yeah.
Well, you can go first, and then I'll do my.
Oh, I
thoughts.
was gonna say, I just thought of it in the sense of like, just like melting under like stress and pressure and shit.
Yeah. Okay. I thought the same thing. I envisioned it as like he was super low key for a while, and then he does like a Drake song, and then boom, he's on. He was actually on The Life of Pablo. He's
Oh.
he's in the last song, Saint Pablo. So I think to be exposed to a new audience through Drake and Kanye, that's got to be like a huge jump, you know.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I saw it like that, like he was like melting under all this new like attention and pressure that he had, which I mean is really deep and really abstract, as we've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
saying.
And that's
Yeah.
like the perfect metaphor for it. I think I saw someone comparing it to like Icarus, like that old, is it like a Greek or Roman story or something?
Greek,
guy
yeah.
who's-
Mhm.
Yeah, the guy who's
Where Icarus flew
melt-
too close to the sun.
Yeah, yes.
And his wax wings melted.
yeah. But
What
like
a bitch.
On the Greek
Bro,
lore.
that wouldn't have happened to me if they gave me the wax wings.
It's on his grind set, bro.
Well, because it's also
would've
got
never-
100 degrees C, which is like boiling point.
Right. He's British.
biggie.
You know, they
No
use
biggie.
Celsius.
But true.
That actually,
Yeah, and it's just a lot of anxiety in that song. I felt too
Yeah.
after a
Yeah.
while.
I only used degrees Rankin.
boy,
What?
what are you talking about?
Huh?
I only know Kelvin.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Rankin. It's like a crazy. It's kind of Kelvin, but not quite.
You're off the Bloody Mary right now, dude. You're saying
You are, bro.
You're saying
Oh,
dumb
shit,
science
dude.
stuff. You're saying It's not even dumb science stuff. It's too smart science stuff.
I was like, can science be dumb? Like as core? Yes,
Yeah, evolution.
probably.
Dumb.
wait.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, someone go get this.
yo.
Confirm, Jamie. I already said.
Sorry,
I already
bro, I
congratulated
slipped
you a
into-
couple weeks ago on your first article in the Daily Wire published.
Yeah, it's true.
Proud of you. Yeah.
What?
Jamie's on his Ben Shapiro shit.
Oh.
He's
Nice,
actually
Jamie.
not.
Twitter's
We're
on
just
their
joking.
Abby
We're
Shapiro
joking.
shit.
Who's Abby Shapiro?
We're not delving into this.
We're not doing that, but
Okay, never mind. I
guess
no
Jordan's
idea what
not
that
on
is.
Twitter as much as we thought he was.
really, I am, but I guess I'm on a different side, dude. I'm on like
You're
Gonna
on
be a lot of
Cat- you're
editing,
on Cat
Jimbo.
Girl Twitter. We
on,
know
on a
you.
short
Yeah,
editing
you're on
schedule.
Cat Girl.
you're
I'm
not, you're
honestly
not doing
on
yourself any
hip-hop Twitter
favors.
more than anything else. Okay,
You're on what Twitter?
hip hop Twitter.
Okay, sure. buddy.
Jordan's on
I see.
HHT?
What?
Jordan's on.
It's
HHT.
just all Kanye. That's the only person he follows.
I wish.
Jordan bought
Jordan
3 stem
retweets
plates.
every Kanye tweet.
Jordan paid
not that
paid
guy.
$600 for 3 Kanye albums.
Dude, I'm not produced by prod by Zach. That show is so funny.
That should, dude. I miss when Kanye was in his ski emoji man era. You know,
That was so funny.
back before the public harassment of his
Or the
family.
incident.
I gotta say,
Um,
Hillary Clinton's boyfriend might be roast of the year. That was very funny when he
That
That
called
is a very
was-
good one.
when he
That is a
called
very
Pete
good one.
Davidson Hillary Clinton's boyfriend.
I mean,
and-
also just calling the man Skeet. That's fucking
that was
so simple and so funny.
Yeah.
I still think that's a good one. Let me consult my
Notes.
analog notes to see what I wrote.
Imagine Jamie writing with a pencil.
No, a pen.
Pin, bro.
Oh, my bad.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm stupid for that one, guys. My bad.
This wonderful Sharpie S Gel
Oh,
0.7.
good, Nick.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag
Shut
ad.
the fuck up, dude.
Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsor. I wish.
What do you have on those notes, Jimbo?
Yeah. Give us some of the note.
Yeah, so I enjoy. I thought that Plastic 100 Degree C. I thought it was a great intro to the album because I think it sets up the fact that there will be some shit that sounds like the things more like, you know, no one knows me, take me inside kind of shit, but then also have some more chaos in it, like blood on me, reverse faults, shit like that. I thought it was great. The delivery and the sound of the third verse, immaculate. Love that shit. The vocals on that line, I was trying to look it up because I didn't write it down. But there was something that I really liked about
Too much
specifically
writing
the
on
delivery.
the notepad.
Huh? Yeah, it would have been too
Yeah.
many words.
Bro,
so I
you had a
didn't-
lot of room. I saw that, dude.
Okay, I was also working.
We-
Okay, buddy.
oh,
Oh,
Yeah, the part where he says
want
like,
your-
the more you speak, the more I see, the more you, like that shit. Love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's definitely getting cut in.
Thriving off your lessons, yes, you are my lantern. Shine like house around my ears. The more you speak, the more I see. The more your light grows upon me, and the more it grows. The closer I think you are, the closer I think you are to seeing me whole. What if you don't like what you see? Silhouettes inside a dream.
That was like the first moment on the album. The first time I listened to it, I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be good." Also, I trusted that you would pick good music. You know, this wasn't the album that I thought it was going.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
I
your
know.
Debuting with.
But like I said, I wanted to like
switch to me.
I wanted to introduce more people to it because it's so good. I think it's so good.
No, I get
man.
it. Yeah, Nick's already
Um,
sucked the other album's dick enough on this show. You know.
wait,
Oh.
what?
But yeah, you you just mentioned like the more like the more like dark shit, dude.
Yeah.
Blood on Me, like just continues that and like anxious
It's just
feel, dude.
crazy.
Bro. It felt like I was watching like Joker. Like I think I felt the same kind of feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Man's just being
Lots of-
persecuted the whole time by like things
Right.
that you don't know if they're real or not. Yeah, man.
Honestly, that's a very apt comparison,
Right?
In that regard. Yeah, no, absolutely. I didn't connect the dots until you literally spelled it out for me. But
Dude,
yeah,
I kept envisioning Joker or just some alien movie. Like, I mean, he's literally talking
Yeah.
about like waking up to like people at the edge of his bed trying to use him,
Yeah, like,
basically.
kind of like anxiety induced like sleep paralysis demons
Yeah.
and shit. This shit was wild.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the first time I heard the song, I was like, oh, like damn, this beat kind of going crazy. You know, I wasn't really listening to the lyrics, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wait, this
I was
man
gonna say,
might be schizophrenic.
I do like this beat more than I do the first song. I think this is the first beat I was like, okay, she's kind
Yeah.
of fire.
And I
Kinda
think
fire.
I saw-
more hip hop influence. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No need to take from me. Don't throw the paint on me. I see the slick forming. I got lost astray. And as far as running away, I step up. I'm on the edge now.
Yeah, I think I saw that this was the lead single for the album, and like,
Okay.
It might have been, yeah.
yeah, like lead single for the debut album. I like it's heavy, but it's great.
Yeah.
Every time I hear artists talk about like how they pick the singles, they always want to like, grab attention. That's like the
Yeah.
main goal, to like
Yeah.
grab somebody's attention, even if like people don't like it. They'll be like, "Oh, what is this?" That's what they want people to ask. And so, I mean, I guess that's the song to do it out of this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. What about the transition from "Blood on Me" to "Cora Sings"?
It's
that-
pretty,
it's-
it's pretty
It's pretty steep, I think.
yeah, it's pretty different right there. I like it. I mean, I like the variety, but it is
like it
not a
too.
subtle transition by any means.
Yeah. And then that's the first song where he gets into like we mentioned earlier, like he lost. I don't know about the rest of his family, but I know he lost both his parents to cancer. He lost his dad when he was
Mhm.
9,
Yeah.
and then his mom in 2015. They said like a wiki, I guess, said that he had to move back home to take care of his mom, who was also suffering with cancer. And this song just feels like an homage to her.
Yeah.
I actually, when I was reading the lyrics, it looked like he was singing from her perspective. I don't know if you guys got that. I don't know if you guys looked into the lyrics that deep, but like there's a line where he
It's
says like
a little
a
bit.
mother, yeah, a mother needs her sons, needs them here, and there's a line where he says like if you go away, please don't disappear.
Yeah. You've been with me since the cradle. You've been with me, you're my angel. Please don't you disappear.
And I guess it's like what a mother thinks when like their sons or daughters or like move out.
Yeah.
It's like you can
Mhm.
go away, but like don't ghost me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty deep.
Yeah.
And
That is stuff
lastly-
like that. Oh yeah, go ahead.
lastly, I really like the song because it's the first time in the album that he like really showcases his voice.
Yeah.
I feel like he really expands the range of his voice in this song.
Yeah.
I feel you.
What were
I
you gonna
think-
say, Nick?
For sure.
Like when you were talking about him singing from his mother's perspective, I think like that's one of the hallmarks of like really great songwriting, when you hear someone sing something or someone's written something from someone else's perspective that's not their own, that sounds believable, that sounds like you can empathize with it, that sounds like a truthful emotion. Like that's something that there's a guy named John Prine, like an old country singer, who does that a lot. Like one of his most famous songs is him singing in the perspective of like a middle-aged woman from like Alabama, and he was just like a 20-year-old guy whenever he wrote it. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
And kind of off that, I know we share mutual interest. I once was, I think, watching an interview with Caleb, the lead singer of Kings of Leon,
Uh-huh.
and they asked him, like about his songwriting process, and he said he would sometimes just go to like a parking lot, like a random parking lot, and he would pick out people and he would try to make up their story.
Uh-huh.
Like the story of their lives. Like maybe they're doing something. Like whenever he said that, I thought of Pyro, how it's like a really like dark song, and I don't think he gets that dark in his personal life, but
Yeah.
I could see that being like a story he like put on someone else. and you
Yeah.
believe it either way, So I guess good songwriters, like you said, that is a hallmark of good songwriters and good artists.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, they're like Kings of Leon's lyricism is so strange because like some of it is abstract, some of it's really personal, like, and some of it's like really funny, like that's I really love like humor in music, like just
That's why you love Blueface, right?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's,
Okay, just
yeah. What's the bagel song again?
Dirtbag.
Okay, yeah.
Hit him with a brown bag, stick him.
Is that in Dirtbag?
I'm pretty sure. No,
Oh.
Dirtbag album has a song called Dirtbag.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah.
is that a bar? Is that line in the song Dirtbag?
I'm pretty sure, right?
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
lie. I haven't listened to anything off that album since we listened to that album for the show.
Actually, heard this TikTok song,
But I've tried
because
to
it blew up
remember it.
afterwards. And you probably listened to that song a little bit because you're like, wow, Jordan does know
Which
good
song?
music. I was just too blinded. And now that the rest of the world likes it, so do I. No, I'm kidding.
No, I guarantee you
I
I
was-
haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, then you haven't.
With TikTok songs, I keep falling into the trap where like the snippet will be fire, and then the rest
And
of the
then
song
you
is
listen
like
to the full
meh.
shit, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
the biggest one for me is that song "Runaway" by Aurora, the one that has that spinning sound. I wish the actual album cut fucking had that. I mean, the regular songs, it's still good, but it's nowhere near like whoever fucking edited that. I wish that was how it sounded.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Like, the TikTokers will like add their own sound to the original audio, and I don't know if you guys ever saw that guy, who like would pretend to run in place, and he would like slow down and speed up.
Yeah,
He had a song in the background, that I loved it, and I looked it up. It was a mashup of Brent Fire's song, "Trust," with like a little snippet from a Tupac song,
Okay.
and it sounded great, but on their own, the songs don't sound the same, and I was like super disappointed when I looked up
Yeah.
the
Damn.
Brent
that
song.
shit
And it's still a good song, but I
Also,
wanted the
it's-
TikTok sound.
Yeah. Also, it's Bust Down, not Dirtbag.
Tragic. First Order of Business by Baby Keem. Good TikTok song and good normal song.
I have not heard that one. I don't think.
The Amine's DJ last night at the concert. Side note, Jordan and I went to an Amine concert. But
That's right.
his
so
his
good.
DJ played 3 Baby Keem songs before the show to get everyone hyped. The first song he played was Trademark USA. Incredible vibes.
Oh, Jamie.
Don't know it.
Also, I don't either. But there was one part where they played the beginning of "Famous" by Kanye, where
Uh-huh.
the one that goes like, "Man, it's kind of wait." How does it go? That wait.
Yeah, you were right.
It's got
But,
the very-
like, but
okay,
Jamie
okay.
knows it. Yeah.
Okay. And then as soon as it goes, whoop whoop, like it started going like that, and then you heard like
Yeah.
the piano in the background, like the doom, 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 and he transitioned to "Runaway" like right after that.
That's pretty
And so then me and Nick were just like
It was-
looking at each other, like going
yeah,
like,
it was
Yeah,
famous
just-
famous intro into like the Runaway
Beginning
first verse. And
Oh,
no,
yeah, yeah.
it was into the chorus, and Jordan
Yeah,
was
yeah.
right in front of me, and he turned around, and we were just killing it. It was amazing.
we were just,
Oh, was
you
he,
and
was, he,
Foot.
was he throwing it back on you during the
Yeah,
concert?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was
Dude, it
I was holding his waist. It was
packed.
incredible.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
packed. But yeah, I was just staring at it, and we were just singing, "Let's have a toast for the douchebag," like in this crowd here, dude. It was
It was
the vibes
incredible.
were so good last night, dude. It was so awesome.
Bro, I've been fucking with 21 Savage a little bit in the last
That's
day.
very interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
The TikTok song that I was gonna bring up before the Amine, I didn't know it was what the actual song was until Nick told me to listen to it earlier. But it's the one he's on. What is it? Knife
Knife Talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where it's
that
off
Drake song?
CLB and Drake is by far the worst part of that song.
Yeah.
I don't think I know that one.
It's I recognize Savage's part from TikTok and from Vic from TikTok.
Oh, okay.
This is a regular F-150, not a rap down.
Okay.
Yeah, some-
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The like
Okay, 21
the
Savage, go
body
walk, go walk
snatcher
off.
or whatever. Yeah,
It's
Okay,
it's a
dude,
good,
I
it's a
like-
good verse.
I like Savage's verse, but I started fucking with him a lot because I've been listening to Off Season again, and like My Life is just I love that song, so I've been having it on kind of repeat throughout the last few days, getting hyped for Cole's spot at Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've just been kind of on a 21 Savage feature kick. Maybe he'll be like Pusha for me, where he's a feature artist for years and then transitions to where I like his actual stuff. Who knows? You know.
King Von has a feature. Or he has a feature with King Von right now. If you want to check that out as well.
Yeah, we'll see, buddy.
Sure.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, let's get back to Sampha.
Anyway, back
Man, some
yeah.
respect.
Yeah, Gonzo, welcome to the shit show. This is how it
I
goes.
was gonna say
Hey,
Cora
you
sings.
edit it. I don't.
I do edit it.
Cora sings is also, I think, the best beat so far. Like if of the first three, like I like chaotic
Okay.
beats,
Mhm.
and that's why like
That's true.
Reverse Falls was probably my favorite song just because of the beat off of it.
I was gonna ask you guys about that. About
Dude, it's I love it. It like I listened to the what's that one RTJ song with 2 Chainz off the new album?
Out of sight.
Out of
Yeah,
sight.
dude.
Yeah,
Nick, like that song,
the beat's crazy.
dude. The beat's insane. It's like so chaotic. Also,
yeah, and that's a good way to describe it. Like this album's so weird because like I feel like each song is sonically like unique, but it all
Yeah.
fits his theme. Like
Right.
nothing really feels out of place for the album.
yeah.
You know, so except maybe for No One Knows Me because of how stripped back it is. Why'd you guys think about that?
It was
I loved it.
incredible.
I mean, I also
Very good.
I'm a big slut for songs like that. So anytime I can get a chance like that, it's a nice like bluesy-ish vocal tone with like just over straight up bare piano chords.
Yeah.
Brings a tear to my eye.
I
you know?
figured as much of an Adele fan as you are, I thought you were gonna love it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I mean
Right.
it's
that's true.
it also probably is my favorite on the album. I haven't been in that kind of mood for it. That's why I think for the last week, Reverse False has been number one for me. But probably from an objective point of view, it's my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I love the song. The lyrics of it are beautiful. It was the last song he either wrote or put out before his mother died, and he like sang it to her. Like he actually was able to get it out before she passed, and so he got to have that moment with her. And thinking about that going into it, I was like, fuck, because I mean it's
Yeah, it's
you
pretty
know
nice.
I did come from a home where this was the case, but for me, it's like a mother's comfort is like a big thing to me because I just grew up in a place where like, so that anything to do with that, I also feel that quite a lot. Verse 2 is fucking just fantastic. Especially the vocal delivery specifically of where he says, you took hold of me and never, never, never let me go. How he like holds that
belts
shit
it
out.
out.
I'm like,
They said that it's her time, no tears inside. I kept the feelings close. And you took hold of me and never, never, never let me go. No one knows me like the piano in my mother's home.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, just say it.
Okay, bro, you can stop saying that now, man. I'm
Get it
like
outta here.
crying, dude.
No,
Yeah,
I'm like, you got that shit. You need to get it out, son.
Yeah.
Get it out.
I really like the metaphor in this song where he mentions a couple times in the album, but he like doesn't really let his emotions out like in the moment. You know, he like keeps them all inside. And so I like the idea of like him being in his mom's house taking care of her, but obviously like having to put on like a strong front for her, and then just like
Yeah.
letting it all loose on the piano. That's why the piano knows him better than anyone does.
Exactly, bro.
I thought that was really, really cool, deep.
Shit cuts deep, dog.
Yeah.
In a
And
great way, though.
there's a
gonna
video to
Oh, yeah,
the
no,
sorry,
no.
there's a video to the song, and the visual is really cool. It's like a sort of apparition that comes out of the piano, and it's just sitting next to him the entire time he's playing, kind of like a presence,
his-
like that.
Like
That's how he
his
sees the
mom's
piano.
Spirit would be.
Yeah,
with him.
maybe it is. Maybe it's meant to be his mom's spirit. What are you gonna say, Jordan?
I was gonna say, I didn't enjoy the song as much just because it was a lot heavier and like.
Thanks for
Not
killing
as-
the vibe, dude. We appreciate it.
Dude, do you want my opinion or not? Okay, hey
No,
guys, I love this song
actually,
so
I actually
much,
really
dude.
don't on this song. You could have just not talked.
No, I appreciate the dissenting opinion.
But I think
he
I
let
think
us
there
talk
were
for like 18 minutes last week about Get Better by All J.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
So we'll
Fair enough.
we'll let
Also,
him
I
go
think-
ahead
Go
on this one.
I think the redeeming qualities obviously are one, the harmonizing he does in this, because you hear those like it's probably just him, like his voice layered a bunch, but
Mhm.
it's towards like the mid ending of the song. I don't know how to explain it, but and then obviously the piano playing is really good. I just like individually I like them, but just like as a song as a whole, I don't. That's just not really my type. You know?
That's
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say you seem like a hip hop head, so like I
I
assume
am,
like
I
a
am.
little like a
Oh,
acoustic
do I
vibe.
sound like a hip hop?
A little acoustic vibe might not be your thing, but that's fine.
No, yeah, but,
But-
like I can still appreciate how good it is, though. You know,
Right, and that's the thing.
It's not something I'd listen to over and
Cool.
Tell that to
I-
the Jason Isbell episodes. All right, buddy.
over.
I thought it was interesting how the next song totally switches like the trauma. Like
Yeah.
it started with like anxiety and then it went to grief a little bit and now it's like relationship stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is the shortest song of the album. It felt like an interlude. But I actually
Especially
really like
especially with how it transitions into reverse faults. I could definitely
yeah.
yeah.
But I actually really liked this song for a long time. Like
Mm-hmm.
like a couple years back when I was like still listening to this album a lot. I think this is the song I listened to the most for some reason. I think I liked the like sonically I liked the transitions, you know, and then I don't know, I really like the piano. I like his composition, like his chords. I really like his chords.
Yep.
I think they're very different. Even though like chords, you know, there's only so much you can do to chords. But he I
Right.
don't know, he uses different synthesizers or whatever. It makes him sound new.
I don't care if you take me inside. You can be what you want every time.
Which I enjoyed.
Yep.
Yeah. No, for sure. This was the one that I wrote down where it started to. They gave me very big, like James Vincent McMorrow, Pink Salt Lake, The National, Take Care, or True Care. Take Care is Drake. Those kind of vibes for sure. where they're
Huge
like-
Drake vibes from this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Take Care. You know.
Uh-huh.
But no, yeah, True Care. If you haven't, I mean, at some point that album will be on this podcast because of me. I don't know when, but at some point it will. Maybe next winter. Who knows? But fantastic album. That was one where I was talking about how The National is a song about a couple who listens to The National together, and Nick said, "I feel like that's not a good sign." And I was like, "Well, they break up in the song, so."
Makes sense. At 100% makes sense. The National,
but-
one of the saddest bands I've ever listened to. Like I.
Great featured on Coney Island with old Swifty though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like
That and Exile might be my favorite songs off of the whole ever more Winterfell. What the fuck is the other one? Folklore
Huh?
and Evermore.
I got you.
Dual
Yeah.
project.
Nevermore.
Yeah.
what
yeah.
I was thinking,
Their
bro.
album Trouble
Edgar
Will
Allan Poe
Find Me.
type shit.
Like
Mhm.
I knew 3 or 4 songs off of it, and like they were all sad, and I was like, you know what, on a rainy day I'm just gonna listen to this, like, and like see how it is, because like it's good music. And I listened to it once, like all the way through, and I was like, this just ruined my day. Like maybe like the day after too. Like this put me in an awful mood.
I saw 3 songs of their set at Bonnaroo whenever we went.
Man.
And I just can't imagine if I had watched the entire set.
That would be the worst vibe, seeing them in 100-degree heat. Like
It was
at
at
a
night, so
festival.
it was like 70.
100
but
degrees
Okay.
Celsius.
Oh, blood's
we're
boiling.
all dead. We're literally fucking dead.
But yeah, yeah. National Good, very sad.
Oh, Faye Webster was at Bonnaroo. I could have seen her and I didn't.
Oh,
Imagine.
Dude, I'm
You like her
looking at.
back then?
I like to look. No, see, I like to look at the 2019 lineup and go, man, I missed out on a lot of shows.
Right, people who
Not
blew
true,
up.
but you probably have to trade them too, right?
Well, you do, but like, I know that some of these people were at times when it was a toss up between them and another person. I was like, I'll just go with the other person, and now I like them way more.
Okay.
John Prine. I could have seen Faye Webster.
Okay.
The Wood Brothers.
Okay.
Shovels and Rope. That would have been a good one.
That'd have been cool.
Little Sims, I apparently could have seen her. I didn't know
Bro.
Bro.
Okay.
that. Rival Sons.
She was pretty slept
was
on at
one I
that
missed
time
out
though
on.
too. Not gonna lie. So
AJR. Just kidding. I didn't want it. I think I
dude,
watched.
AJR's still good in my book.
AJR
Overture is
still
a good song.
But they were. It was either between them or someone else who I really wanted to see. Oh, Beach House was there.
You mean
Jack
off-brand
Harlow
John
was
Bellion?
there.
That's how I see AJR. Off-brand John.
I've been on
Bellion.
Jack Harlow forever
Yes,
now.
let's go. AJR slander. Bring it back. Yes.
Just kidding,
Man,
dude.
the
Jack,
worst
Jack
show that
Harlow
I've
wasn't even that
seen
big in 2019.
At a festival was Magic City Hippies. That shit was so boring.
Oh yeah.
Shit was boring as fuck.
Jamie talking about.
Jamie, you just alienated our
a lot
indie
of
girl
the audience.
Our
Yeah.
white super hipster audience.
You gotta do their album now. And that.
Yeah, we
Are you a
gotta
Magic
make
City
up for
Hippies
it.
fan?
They're
No,
right.
not really. Oh,
In concert, man, they're boring as hell.
I don't know the name.
They
of
just
the album,
there was no
but
stage presence.
they
They
have
just
one that I
like
like.
stood there.
It
It was like I was watching a Jonas Brothers TV show clip. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what it felt
honestly
like. to me.
does. It
That's just what
honestly
it felt
does.
like. That's just what it felt like.
That makes sense to people who were born within like 5 years.
Claro was that Bonnaroo? I missed Claro.
What?
Oh,
Bro. Oh my
I wasn't
God.
into Claro. I mean, I'm still not
bro,
into
Nick literally
Claro.
beats off
but-
to Clara.
she's
Cut
good.
that
She's
out.
good. She's
Cut
good.
that
she's
out.
That's it.
Bleep Jordan. That's cap. 100%.
I'm sorry.
That's
That
cap.
was a little out of pocket. Sorry.
Gucci Mane.
Okay, Gucci
That
would
would've been cool.
I don't really know a lot of
Nah,
Gucci songs,
he was-
but like
He was someone who I was considering it, but he was at the same time as someone else. I did catch Brandy Carlisle though, and the Lumineers. I don't know.
Whatever,
no,
dude.
Bernie Carlisle.
Whatever.
Damn, I didn't realize how many people were on this, but bricked up
I'll
for
go
this
down.
summer, so we're gonna be doing it better this year.
Hell yeah. All right, next song is a song we've mentioned a couple times.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
And-
funny that this is mine and Jordan's like top songs, but for different reasons. Like
It is really weird.
what I really liked about the song, I liked it because of the like drops into the choruses.
Okay.
That's the shit that I really fucked with.
Took the brake pads out the car and I flew. I smashed this window in my heart and I blamed you. This anger's taking me apart. Explosive truth.
The took the brake pads out the boom, and then sometimes
yeah.
it seemed a little digital, but other times it was very clearly like a kick drum or a digitized kick drum. But oh my god, like with good
Well-
headphones, that shit feels so good.
I feel like completely different isn't super accurate because like I like the chaoticness of it, which like includes like all that stuff, I guess too.
That's true.
Like, again,
it's a rectangle square situation.
Yeah, you and I like Skrillex, I'd say a little bit more than like Nick does or something. You know, would that be a fair assumption?
Fair.
Nicholas?
Probably.
And so like I think we're used to a little bit more that type where
But
I know
Nick-
Skrillex did not invent drops, you know, but
Nick's got a little bit of surprising like EDM house influences from when we were younger. So we'll put those to
Really?
the test with whenever we get to Nero at some point.
bro,
Flume?
I can't wait
Flume
to-
for Bonnaroo? I'm actually really hyped
Yeah,
for that.
dude.
That'll
if,
be cool.
If he plays fucking drop the game, I will.
That
cry.
would be crazy. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. That would be wild.
That would be insane.
I was thinking about like
do you like the songs he did with Tough Low? It wasn't his last
I think
album,
Tough
but
Low's
the-
gonna be there too. Maybe she'll fucking show up on
Dude,
stage.
I love those two songs.
I
I mean,
don't know.
I like a lot of Flume. But
Yeah, I don't
Mhm.
know any songs that he's done with Tublo. I'll have to check those out. But I know like he has a song with JPEG Mafia that's really good. He has a song with Slow Tie that's pretty good. And that song, The Difference,
I
with
haven't gotten into
Toro,
Slow Tie, buddy.
Toro y Moi, like that kind of blew up. It's pretty good too. Slow Tie's all right. Like I just
Nick,
like that
I'm
Flume song.
I'm really excited for like honestly all the headliners, like getting to see the chicks live. If they play
That'll be cool.
Sinwagon, that's a fucking W, huge W.
Major
J.
W.
Cole being
Cowboy
the
Take Me
headliner on
Away.
Friday, that's gonna be fucking insane.
Pickle's gonna be good.
Flume's gonna be hype. Honestly, 21 Savage is probably gonna be pretty good too, like especially for a festival setting. Like I haven't gotten into his shit a lot, but I can imagine that'd be go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Tool, I'm like, bro. Suicide Boys,
Yeah, I don't care. Hell no.
that's insane. Just lyrically,
Wait, do you like Suicide Boys?
I think that if there's no other conflicting things, I want to go to that show just to witness it.
Nah.
Could be nuts.
I'll take a nap.
I don't know, man. There's so much shit.
God damn, Nick.
Machine Gun Kelly, dude.
What?
Just kidding. I actually could have seen him live, and I opted to not do that.
We're seeing
He opened for
Ludacris.
Fall
You guys
Out
see-
Boy.
We're seeing
they're
Ludacris.
clowning. They're
We are seeing
clowning.
Ludacris.
They're clowning MGK because he covered "Numb" by Linkin Park, and it's like the worst cover of all time.
It's horrendous.
he
I-
covered
Literally
a-
kills every.
He covered a Frank Ocean song, and it was like awful. I forget which one it was.
Dude. Yeah, he has to stop covering songs.
Bro, who is
Kendall
greenlighting
Jenner-
that shit to him?
Posted up.
Right, it's like a car crash every time he covers something.
Who does he suggest like, oh, I'm gonna cover this, and someone's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Who's hyping him up in the studio, bro?
Who's saying
Bro,
you
who's
can
hyping him
you can
up,
do
dude?
that?
Stop.
He got too many
That
yes
should
men.
stop.
Yeah.
MGK is the epitome of too many yes men.
Getting back to the song, this song surprised me a lot when I like looked into it because
Uh-huh.
I always got caught up in the chaotic beat like Jordan was saying because it's like
Yeah.
a screech at the beginning. It's like a tasteful. How would you describe it? The little like synth right before the drop.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I'd say that's
dude.
a good.
Like,
I'd say-
yeah, tasteful synth is a good way to talk about it. Like,
yeah, it is.
But
it
it also like kind of puts you on edge. I feel like because
yeah.
I think he's trying to like
dramatic sense.
yeah he's trying to like emulate a car crash and he's
Oh God.
he's using that as
Sorry, continue, guys.
as a metaphor for like a relationship in the song where he was very toxic and it just kind of all ended in a big car crash kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when I looked at the lyrics, there was like a lot of metaphors that were like weird, deep. Like he at one point references that he became the shape of a letter, and he slipped under his ex's door, kind of
It's
like
kind of weird. Little
you know,
Flat
like-
Stanley vibes.
right, but like it works. I think it works. It's weird. He's like, I mean, he's very clearly he was toxic. He realizes that he takes responsibility. It's really introspective. He talks about a lot of like pointing the blame at everybody else except for himself, and that always backfiring kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was refreshing seeing the lyrics after like listening to the song for so long and just kind of getting lost in the beat drop and stuff.
Mhm.
Reading the
Yeah.
lyrics was pretty nice.
I've found that like with quite a lot of doing this show, like doing albums. We've had so many times where we'll do an album that I'm like, oh shit, I intimately know, like I know all the words of this album, but then reading them, it takes on a whole nother
Yeah.
understanding.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause like I know the words to the song, but I guess I never processed them. I just kind of repeat them.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was a really cool experience.
You know, for sure. Which has sometimes made seemingly sad songs not as sad, and sometimes it makes sad songs way sadder.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. However, it does, very sad sometimes.
Yeah. That was like that was like Phoebe Bridgers. Like when we did that album, I was like, I know all these songs are sad, and then reading all the lyrics for them, I was like, Jesus Christ, like just wild.
What were your thoughts on the song, Nick?
I thought it was really good. Like, I was kind of just like generally like chilling to it, listening to it, and enjoying it, like the sound of it. And then when I heard him say, I kind of tuned in when I heard him say, "Took the brake pads out the car." I was like, wait, what is he talking about? Like this is definitely heavier than I thought it was. Like, I just thought it was a cool beat at first, like you were saying, but like it was really good. It was really like Jordan was saying, it's a more chaotic like beat that's on the album. And I tend to gravitate towards that when it's still accessible, when it's still like when it's still rhythmic and good, unlike like I don't know, like 100 Gex, like they're like
Deathbringer off of 22 a Million.
Oh yeah, but like 100 Gex is like all right, like Money Machine is like fine, like Ringtone is fine, but like once you Sugar Crush is all right, actually. Like,
wait, is it by them?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think there's one remix. I can't remember. I think it's for Ringtone that has like Rico Nasty and Charlie XCX on it. Like that one's pretty good. But like some of that like alt pop Charlie XCX stuff, when they just like take synthesizers and like push them to their limit and just like turn the knobs like all the way one way and make stuff like grate your eardrums, is just awful. Dude. And
Death Grips.
Yeah. That's a great example, actually. But like, but this song had just enough spice to it to like keep you enticed and still be really interesting, and like, it was good. It was one of my favorites.
If you guys enjoyed these enticing like synths, like EDM kind of vibes, but also like some core instruments like strings or piano, have you guys heard of an artist called Muramasa?
I know the name. I don't know any of his music. But I know the name.
Yeah, so he's not a British artist, but he's more EDM based. But his like debut album, I read he's like from this little island near the UK, but it has like a lot of like Caribbean influence and like
Ireland,
African influence and stuff like that. And so like all of his songs have a lot of like dude, what is that instrument? It's like a
like
big tin. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a steel drum, but it's like calypso music is like
that. So it's like calypso music, but with like UK underground EDM like flows.
UK drill beats on a calypso.
It's not drill. It's not drill. It's just EDM. Okay. But it's really cool too.
Steel drums are actually like one of my favorite instruments ever.
Yeah. No, like, he definitely put me on to steel drums. Those
bro,
I wish I could find more.
I need to hear this. What did you say his name was?
Mura, Mura, Masa, MSA, and
I'm checking this shit out,
dude. I think the album has like a white backdrop. It's like him in the middle, kind of walking with a white.
Oh yeah. It's like his own name.
I guess it's self-titled. Yeah. Dude. Really good. Has a banger with A$AP Rocky called Lovesick. Oh man,
yeah.
Dude, you guys are gonna love that shit. I'll put it in the chat after.
See, it's got
put it in the song.
Plays.
Dude, it's good.
Yeah, I've already got it pulled up, so I just throw it in here.
But are we done with this song? I mean, I
think I am.
It's weird. For the longest time, this was like the song I skipped the most on the album.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I did. I don't know. But recently,
one of my favorites since like the beginning.
Especially in the car with like a more like bass boosted environment, it's very a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Jamie, when we've been playing and I recommended this album, Under was a song I always had in mind.
Really?
Because we were talking about Deep Ocean Floor from JT and how it's like a very ambient kind of like immersive vibe, and I thought Under was the same way.
I could see it. It didn't give me the same like the level as like Blue Ocean Floor does, but I definitely enjoyed it, especially whenever he goes between sang Under and Thunder.
And Thunder, yeah,
Yeah,
that was
I thought
that was
that shit
weird.
was really good.
It was cool,
tight.
but yeah. Yeah, I felt like I felt like I was underwater, but when reading the lyrics again, he makes it more about like being under the spell of like an old toxic ex that he just can't really fight, and like his or her influence over him for like a wave that he just like was overwhelmed by.
Yeah.
Big Dog drowning in that shit.
That's like
Yeah, man, toxic exes.
like bringing it back to Phoebe Bridgers a little bit. She touches on that in like motion sickness, like hating the situation but still being drawn to it because of like innate feelings that are hard to
By
control.
the way, listeners, that was episode 81, Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers with Zach.
Check it out. We're plugging our own podcast on the podcast.
Might as well. We've got enough of a backlog. We can do that way more now.
Hell yeah.
We're grinding.
On our grind.
It's wild. Complete side note. One of my favorite podcasts that I listen to every week drops 3 episodes every week. That's crazy. Like it's enough effort to like just do this once a week. Like that's complete grind. Is 3 episodes a week.
When we were playing fantasy and I started listening to fantasy podcasts, those motherfuckers drop one every day.
What?
During the season. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, when you're doing that and like that's what you do, I feel like that's a little easier because there is news every day,
right?
And shit like that.
Yeah, that's like going to work. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But I mean, it's still a lot of like recording and editing and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's a very high quality podcast. So it's really enjoyable.
They definitely have a team of editors. That is not.
Yeah, they have 2 producers.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Here
Dear God.
we're the producers, editors, social team, graphic designers,
And it's mostly Jamie
PR
is
department.
When
the
Jamie says we, Jamie
insert,
means
insert.
It's like
Yeah, I was about to
87% Jamie.
Jamie gets all the
Rest,
credit.
honestly.
All right, we love.
That's what
Jamie.
you got to do to start a brand. Soon we'll start expanding the Interest Point Productions brand.
He's the man.
Then we'll go into malls. We'll go into shopping centers. We'll go into movie
we'll
theaters.
go brick and mortar. That's what we're gonna do, bro.
Go
Our
We'll go
theater,
physical.
our
the
theater
move.
that we go to, we saw Death on the Nile last night, bro. So like half of it has been under construction the entire time we've lived here, and now they've switched halves. I guess they finished one. They're doing the other now. It is so fucking nice. I mean, it's like the Grand and Winston level, like quality seating, but
Wow, that's nice.
like 10 years newer. And not anywhere near that expensive. It's fucking crazy. Movie was pretty good as well, I will say.
Really?
Death on the Nile.
Nice.
It's a
I don't know.
remake, but was
It
pretty
low key looked like ass, but
good. What? I was excited for it the whole time.
you're on your Murder on the Orient Express type beat.
No,
Dude, that's
a good
sequel.
movie.
That's the
That's a
movie
good
I
movie.
haven't. Is it a sequel or a remake? I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's a remake.
No, it's a sequel.
No, Murder on the Orient Express came out like 2 years ago.
No,
Dude.
I'm
There's
talking about Death on the Nile.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No,
And
I'm-
also, Murder on the Orient Express is also a remake. They're both remakes of movies from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. I guess, but like they're in the same universe. Like these
Are
modern ones. It's
like-
the same
It's-
detective.
isn't it? Yeah, it's like fucking Knives Out, right? Like
Not
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
not the
Knives
same
Out is
detective
clutch.
as Knives Out, which is
No,
but I
yes.
can't wait
no,
for
no,
Knives
no.
Out too.
I didn't say Knives
Oh,
Out.
yeah,
I
Knives
said
Out. Really
it's the
good.
same vibe. Like the next Knives Out movie.
It's-
is a
it's Kenneth
completely different
Branagh
family,
both
but-
times.
But
Nick,
Daniel
have you
Craig.
seen Knives Out?
Yes, I've seen Knives Out. Yes.
Have you guys seen?
Knives
I
Out
feel like you
fantastic.
wouldn't.
I haven't seen Murder on the Orient Express, but I really want to. I wanted
haven't
to
either.
before it came out, and I haven't seen it.
Okay,
And-
this isn't. Oh wait, go.
We're
Okay, well,
just-
it's just a little specific thing. Have you guys seen Tenet?
yes.
No,
Yes.
I haven't. I haven't.
You seen Tenet, Jamie?
Yeah, me and Nick watched it.
All right. So Kenneth Branagh is in Tenet also. He's the Russian, right? And he's a detective in both of these movies, and he does the same accent. I feel like
Oh yeah.
he does the
Okay.
same accent. So I can't watch the other movies without thinking of
That's funny.
The Russian
Bro,
oligarch.
I am literally so fucking. That explains so many. Oh my god,
Bruh.
this is a full-on sequel.
I
huh?
love us.
What do you mean?
Wow.
We're just gassing up mid blockbusters right now.
They're not
I
mid.
swear.
Like,
Like 60%
this one was good, and
tomato
now I
meter
really want to watch
movies.
Murder on the Orient Express. I wanted to watch it originally, and I never did. But it's kind of crazy that
Jamie's
that
hyping this up,
explains
but
some of the
sleeping
gaps.
on Batman, dude.
We should just gas up like Jungle Cruise and Red Notice.
True.
Yeah.
Red
you
Notice,
guys-
most
I have
most
seen
streamed.
Red Notice. Was that was The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot?
Have you seen Fast 9 or Fast 8,
No.
Fast 7,
No, I
Fast
haven't.
6, 5? It's the same movie.
Yeah.
I like
Red Notice was
I like talking shit about Red Notice, but
Ryan
honestly,
Reynolds,
I would
The
probably
Rock,
like
and
it. It would
Gal
probably
Gadot.
be funny.
it was like I wasn't I enjoyed it, and there were actually surprise twists in it. I wouldn't say it was crazy or anything, but
I
it
feel
was
you,
an
I feel you.
enjoyable film.
Yeah, that's something like I would sit down and chill and watch with my parents and be like, yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah.
True. I think I did watch it with my parents.
Hell yes.
Me and Vic watched it here, but yeah, I mean we enjoyed it. It was a good like Sunday afternoon movie to watch in your house.
I got you.
Yeah.
I watched Heat the other day, the like year 2000 movie that's like 3 hours long with
My mom loves that movie.
it was incredible.
I've been on
People say it's really
on
good.
the shows grind. I've been watching a lot of shows.
I
I haven't
have you guys
watched
seen
a TV
Westworld?
show and so on.
No, I've heard great things.
I've heard about it. Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah, it was good. I love the concept,
Wait, never mind.
but it's no. I just got lost. Like the
No, I was
plot.
thinking you're talking about West Wing.
Oh no.
For a second.
Westworld is
Same
the
vibe.
HBO
Very
sci-fi
different
show
cast.
where
I
in the
know.
future they make a park with like
Don't they fuck cowboy robots or something in that show?
yeah, it's a cowboy
just
theme
Blade
park,
Runner.
but
Spoilers,
it's like realistic like androids, I guess. Have you guys seen Dark? I know I'm jumping around shows and stuff, but
No,
No.
but I,
Well,
I know
But I
you like it a
know
lot.
I remember that was you and Dylan watched the fuck out
yeah,
of
well,
that, right?
Westworld just has a lot of characters and a lot of like subplots that jump around time periods,
Yeah.
and it was just
Yeah.
like super confusing. So I kind of stopped at season 2, and I'm watching True Detective now. It's pretty good.
I have not.
Oh, True Detective?
we've been watching.
Uh,
through
yeah.
New Girl,
I've only seen
but-
season 1. Season 1 is incredible. I just haven't. I didn't.
so
I didn't watch season 2 because I heard it just paled in comparison. But like season
Really?
1, season 1 is oh god, it's so good. It's amazing.
yeah, so I'm only on episode 2, but my dad told me that they changed up the actors. I didn't realize they changed up the actors.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird because like obviously this show got a bunch of awards because it's Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey in the first season.
Incredible.
But then on like HBO Max, the like thumbnail for the show doesn't show either of them. It shows like I think it's Mahershala Ali,
Yeah, he's in that third. season.
which also really good in his own right. But
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're looking at like attention grabbers, I think like Matthew McConaughey is a more recognizable face. But I guess he's the latest actor to take the leading role.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really need to watch that show.
Yeah.
I've wanted to for so long, and I just haven't. I have HBO Max, or I have Susie's HBO Max. Like, I just need to watch the fucking show.
True.
Are you guys watching Euphoria? I'm not.
I
No.
just watched the season finale before we started
People
recording
was it,
on
this.
bro?
Twitter
How was it?
are
Dude, people
Upset.
Twitter ruined it for me, man.
That-
like
I deleted Twitter and Instagram so I didn't get it spoiled for me for the day.
I don't even care about the spoilers. It's just it's not like
it's getting
I don't think I've seen-
memeified.
they're treating it like Game of Thrones. It's not Game
It's
of
not.
Thrones.
It, like-
you know.
Dude, like I hate how cliche the show has become because it's literally it's good. It's actually great. Like
Dude,
how
people are
they
live tweeting everything.
yeah, how they weave music
crazy.
into it. The music's so great. Like and like the
I meant to ask about that. How you guys like the Labyrinth soundtrack? Because a lot of the songs on this album, I was like, this could be
Labyrinth.
like some of the shit I've heard from
Yeah,
Labyrinth. Like,
but like
I like
with the
Labyrinth, too.
Euphoria soundtrack.
the show just has like such a great
Jealous.
depiction of
That's
like
confused.
drug addiction and like makes you feel empathetic for people in those shoes when you've never witnessed anything like it before. Like it's just like the show is great and like people,
I also-
people just treating it like Degrassi drama like
Mhm.
part of it kind of
I
is,
could-
but part of it is
Yeah.
also like really touching.
I also refuse to watch it, not because I think it's bad, but I watched most of Shameless.
Oh yeah.
and I think Shameless is like incredible.
Zach's a
But-
huge Shameless fan.
But like you said, like you get attached to these characters, you feel empathetic for them, and like their lives just get ruined like over and over and over.
Yeah.
And after a point, you start to feel this trauma with them.
Yeah.
And Shameless fucked me up, so I'm not gonna I'm not ready to put myself through another Shameless type of thing.
I feel that.
Yeah, I can see that. That's like we the only shows we're watching through right now was Ozark, the new season,
Oh, yeah?
and New Girl, and we watched like 10 episodes of New Girl for every episode of Ozark, just because it's so like, especially right now.
True. All right,
I
let's
haven't.
finish up this
sorry.
album.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure.
We're off
Jordan,
Netflix.
thoughts on Under?
I honestly didn't have any notes on it because I didn't. It was honestly one of the low points. I just didn't really care too much for it. Like
That's
it
fair.
wasn't. It wasn't like good, but it wasn't like bad. I don't know. It's kind of a stale
Mid.
song for me on the album. Yeah, it's kind of mid for me.
That's fair. That's fair. Jamie, did you already
That's
talk
probably
about
one
it?
I had like the least amount of like talk about. I guess
Mhm.
I think
least amount of say.
I think the last notes I had, like, I didn't have anything else until What Shouldn't I Be, the last song.
Yeah.
I fucked with like the dreamlike. That one felt super like dreamlike ethereal vibes to me, and I fucked with that.
I wake up in my own skin again, thinking all about me.
I have a really funny note about the next song. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Uh-huh.
So Timmy's Prayer was one of my favorite songs for a long
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, I love it.
But I don't know if you guys play Pokemon at all. But the beginning of this song is like the exact sound of like the Gen 4 Sinnoh soundtrack from Pokemon. It's like
really?
Oh, really?
it's like a
Really?
weird like woodwind like kind of sound, and it's just very distinct. And I always pick it out, and I always think of Pokemon every time I listen to the song. And
That's
now
what
I was wondering if anybody else got that, but I guess you guys.
I
Did.
haven't played enough.
Wait,
to-
the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning, there's like a woodwind sort of like
Yeah,
instrument under the piano, I think,
yeah.
and it's like exactly like one of like in Pokemon, each town has like a specific theme, and it's like
Sorry, I have played Pokemon extensively,
Uh-huh.
but are you saying it sounds like this, or they actually sampled it?
No. I don't think it was sampled, but I'm pretty sure it's
Okay,
the
okay,
same
okay.
instrument. But it's only from
Okay.
from Generation 4. Like it's not from
Okay.
the actual Pokemon theme. But
Generation 4, the Diamond Pearl era?
Yeah.
Broach.
Huh?
I'm saying that's amazing. I had this like guidebook, like a Pokemon Platinum version that was like this thick.
Oh, dude, my favorite.
this
That's my
thick,
favorite
dude.
gen, bro.
Bro, it's so good,
Listen
so
to the
good.
song again, and maybe like I don't know if you can just pull up like the Diamond and Pearl soundtrack. You might see their semblance because I was replaying Platinum a lot a couple of years back too on an
Yeah.
emulator, and I guess it was
Yeah.
around the same time I was listening to the album, and that's
Okay.
how I made the connection. But I mean that was my main note.
I feel you.
I like this song a lot.
I didn't know. I didn't know before reading the lyrics that it was co-written, co-produced by Kanye.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
That's
Timmy's
cool.
Prayer is
Wow,
But
that's
I
cool.
yeah, it's like
Um,
it's kind of uniquely like groovy in its own way. Like it has like a nice rhythm to it. Like kind of like just a like a good feel to it that like a lot of the other songs have good rhythm, but this one just felt a little deeper to me. I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it.
funny you mentioned good feeling because the lyrics are like visceral, dude.
They're a little rough.
They're
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
And I like the song a lot too because it really he showcases his voice a lot too. His falsetto, he like goes up a couple notes in the pre-chorus.
Yeah.
But there's like one scene where he's like depicting like his vital organs are bare and they're they're like falling out of his body, they're like exploding, and I'm like, and it's about like a relationship that he messed up that he really regrets.
Yeah.
Um.
It's true.
So yeah, just deep.
Well,
Jimbo's
Jamie's
in the
vibing.
zone.
Sorry, so Timmy's Prayer is also produced with wait, what the fuck?
Huh.
Never mind. I thought Mike Dean also, but it
Oh,
for
shit.
some reason was like talking about Saint Pablo and then didn't say it in the bio about Timmy's Prayer on Genius.
I got
So
you.
then I was like, what does
Piano.
Mike Dean look like? And I forgot he looks goofy as hell.
Mike Dean
it
does
was-
look funny as
It was the
hell.
whole thing.
Mike Dean.
I'll send you, like, I have an amazing picture of Mike Dean from, I forget where
Mike
I
Dean
even
looks
saved
like
it
a
from.
like a Disney Channel show music executive.
Yeah,
Oh.
like stories about him are crazy. He's like just a wild human being. He
It
li-
is what it is,
But yeah.
bro.
he lived out on like a ranch in Texas with like a practically barren house with one room just full of like stadium speakers, and like and Kanye like drove out to his house because someone recommended him and like played him a song, and Mike Dean was like, "Why did the drums sound like shit?" Like to Kanye, like when he was about to drop Graduation, and then they worked on it together, and they beefed it up.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's fucking funny.
That was
Oh,
that was a
God,
story.
I was gonna
The
say-
story I heard from Kenny Beats on a podcast. But anyways,
Oh, okay.
I trust
I was
it.
gonna say like the end of the album is kind of like Timmy's Prayer and Incomplete Kisses. Like I don't love either. I like the first part of this album a lot more.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
After
Yeah.
Reverse Fault, I kind of stopped liking it as much, but that's just my own opinion.
That's fair. I
It's a lot more in depth and like sad, I would say, which like is part of his music and part of like what he wants to like express. But
yeah.
it's just
When-
it doesn't hit the check boxes for me.
No, I get that. When I first heard it though, I think I gravitated to these two songs in particular more so than the rest. I don't know why. But I like sad music in general, not because I'm like a sad person, but it's like
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
I like the main character vibe, especially
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
like
yeah,
walking through
I got you.
campus,
That's interesting.
I was
that's
just
a
like,
good way to
I
put
would
it.
just be like,
actually.
I was just like walking through
heard that.
campus, and I would have that in my ear,
Yeah.
and I just like creating drama that I didn't have.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any huge notes for the end of the album, but for What Shouldn't I Be, those were some of like the most potent lyrics on the album for me. Like the
Mhm.
general theme of the song, what I took from it was it sounds kind of like he's trying to figure out the kind of person that he wants to be, the kind of qualities in himself that he wants to like improve on, and like the kind of person he's trying to grow into in the future, and that idea of what shouldn't I be, like what should I cut out, was just really interesting. And I thought like the language he used, he also sings from like from another perspective in the song. Like I think the second chorus he says like what shouldn't you be, and like maybe I couldn't completely tell if that was a challenge like to the listener, or if that was a challenge to maybe someone else he was singing the song to, like someone else in a relationship, like in a conversation they may have been having. But I thought that song was very potent, was very like just very lyrically strong, and it spoke to me pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lyrics, and yeah, he does say "What shouldn't you be" at some points.
Yeah.
It is very repetitive. Like he's kind of like chanting this over and over again.
Yeah.
It's gonna put the point across.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a lot of notes either. Except for like the last song, I think it's a pretty good closer. Kind of ends on a high note after like a very heavy album, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
That's
that's
true.
I like
yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah.
kind of similar vibes to what I think about whenever I listen to "Train" by Macklemore.
I thought you meant the band for a second.
His second album.
I thought
no,
you meant the
no,
band as
no,
well.
not Train.
Jamie's
Oh, God,
Jamie's,
dude,
listen-
Train is good.
Jamie's listening
What?
to Drops of Jupiter, just like crying his eyes out.
Hey, they got some good songs.
That's a good
Drops
song.
of
That is a
Jupiter
good song.
Fucking bang.
It was just
Jamie's listening to Soul Sister.
I like Drops of Jupiter, and I recently just heard. I don't know if this is like confirmed or not, but someone interpreted it as like he was singing about a girl that wanted space in a relationship, like
Oh.
needed some space,
Could be. I mean, it's,
and he just made it all about like actual space. I thought that was sick.
no, I mean,
You know?
I believe it. I mean, that sounds really good. But
Yeah.
no, I meant The Train, by Macklemore off of his second album. But yeah, he kind of talks about like, you know, I was on this trip. I should have called my family, but I didn't. I should have done this, but I didn't. That kind of shit. The family growing apart, stuff like that.
My
Now it
favorite
seems
Macklemore
irrelevant,
song, that we're on Macklemore, is unfortunately on SoundCloud.
but- oh,
really.
I forget the name. I don't think he ever released it, but it was he has
Macklemore
a
D.
child. I forget the name. It's like a unisex name. But it's a song all like just to his child, and he's like telling him about like just giving him advice, and it's a really really good song.
You're
I think it's called
probably
Sloan.
talking about-
It's called Sloan's.
Because I was gonna say, growing up on his second album is also very. That's kind of what he's doing in that song. He's got Ed Sheeran, I think, does the chorus to it. Just life advice about growing up and shit like that.
Okay, it is growing up.
Okay, yeah, it's on a second album. It's good. It's good.
Going up.
Cause oh
Uh,
okay on SoundCloud
going up.
it's Sloan's song, but I guess it's growing
Gotcha.
up parentheses Sloan's song. That's like
Gotcha.
the entire name of it. But I love that song. Yeah, that was my favorite
That's pretty
Macklemore
good.
song for a while.
Got some radio play for a while. I remember doing it. But that does it for my notes.
That also concludes
Um,
mine.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
all
me too.
done,
Did you guys
baby.
enjoy it overall? I just wanted to put you on to like something different. I saw
No,
that you guys were going through a lot of like kind of like I would say like indie albums recently. Like wasn't like Tame Impala and then like what was before that? David,
Tam-
you did S.J. Lewis, which like
yeah,
yeah.
David did
SG Lewis.
We did RJ, Tame
Kid
Impala,
Freud.
Kid Freud, some Phoebe Bridgers. This guest spot has been very indie heavy, and even some of these ones I have done as rock could easily be indie rock as well, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I meant indie
so I
like as
the
more like low key
R&B-ish,
artists, you know.
Low key R&B ish mixing up. I enjoy it. Next week is the next 2 weeks is honestly pretty funny. Jordan, you're in for a gauntlet, brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
It's
I
almost-
guess
it's probably
I'm
bad
praying for
to
you.
say that, but
if our notes have been exhausted, we can go ahead and give our ratings for the album. I forgot what word that was. Gonzo, as the person who chose it, you get to rate it first, and then Nick and Jordan, and then I'll go last and announce next week's album and guest.
Okay. Shoot, I shouldn't think of a rating, but I think I'm kind of biased because I've lived with this album for a long time, not like in a deep like meaningful way. I just listen to it all the time, so I would go pretty high. I would give it like an 8 or 9. I would say out of 10.
You
But
should-
it
you
is
should-
it is very biased. I do gotta preface that.
You should just we are not objective in our ratings at all. We factor
Oh.
personal preference
Subjective.
into them 100%. Pop
So
off a
would you
10
like
out
an
of 10
8
if
or
you
a
want
9 for the
Yeah,
would you like an
um,
8 or a 9 for your official score?
No, yeah, I would keep a 9 because like I do skip over like some songs. Like I
Gotcha.
skip
Alright.
under a little bit every now and then.
Gotcha.
over under.
Yeah, I caught that
nine
too.
is your official. What the fuck?
to. Wait. Oh, Jamie forgot how to use Excel. Oh shit.
No. Well, no. Okay, so either Nick or Jordan, you get to go next.
I'm going to give it a solid 8 flat.
8 flat.
I was a
Respectable.
pretty big fan. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Jordy, what are you gonna give it?
3.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
That was close.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
He
That
didn't
is
like the
good.
non-hip hop vibes.
No, 4.5 is very respectable. That is a very
Dude,
respectable score from Jordan.
my ears as this podcast showed me is like I'm very just in tune to listening to very loud and like just basically loud songs and like well I mean okay not completely but that is very much what I like. Like
Have-
I'm a person who likes a lot of what I like and then doesn't really like much of everything else, you know, which kind of sucks. I'm trying, but it's just become more apparent, you know.
Nah, that's fine. Have you guys done any John Bellion at all?
No, but I do actually
No,
decently like
no.
John Bellion.
I feel like you guys would have a good discussion about any of his albums because John is just like a weird producer, like in a good way.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
he's like so prolific.
Dude,
He's got some
Morning in
good shit.
America, bro.
Yeah,
That hits hard.
I really liked
That
his
is-
work with Lawrence on their new album. It came out really well. He did a lot of the production for that one. Came out well. He raps in one of the songs on the album.
Jordan, have you listened to
good.
dude, what's it called? Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I'll look it up right now.
Oh Lord.
Oh, Gooch.
Have you listened
Gooch.
to New York Soul Part 2?
By who?
John Bellion.
No, I haven't. I'll listen to it after this though.
Dude, he went on Sway in the morning, right?
Okay.
You know how they do like the five beats of death, the 5 fingers of death or whatever. They like give him 5 beats to whatever artist, and they have him rap over the beat.
Yeah, I think so.
He raps the song. He doesn't freestyle it. He raps the song, but he does it over every beat that they give him, and it's like flawless, man. It's so good. He's like a really good MC, is what I'm getting at, actually.
Yeah.
Huh.
Despite having a really nice singing voice.
Yeah, no, I mean he's good as shit on the in the Lawrence album, and then, but they weren't able to like get him live, so I was like, oh, I assume they'll just like play his vocal part or whatever. But they just had the trumpet player, one of the trumpet players. They had him rap it live, which was very hype. It wasn't as good, but it was very hype. My rating for this album, I realized I never gave it, is a 7.6. I think.
That's solid. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. So that brings the average score to a 7.28, which puts it at 32nd, just below How to Be a Human Being and Decoration Day, which are tied for 30th. Very different vibes there. And it's just above Turn Blue, Women in Music Part 3, and Quietly Blowing It, which are all tied for 33rd at 7.17.
Fair enough.
So solidly up there. A good first showing for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to put new stuff out. Like he's had some features here and there. Like he was on like more Life from Drake came after this album. I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
I think he's shown up here and there, but nothing that he's like himself put out. I'm hungry for it. Jordan,
Mhm.
another question: do you like Logic? It's a very important question. If I'm gonna recommend something, you can say no. I mean, I don't care. I'm not a Logic fan. I mean, I don't hate him.
I've never gotten into him. The only song that I consistently listen to, and it's gonna be the most horrible take ever,
What is it?
is the very first song off of what's that the Space album where he's like has this. What's that song
Best.
called?
Yeah.
Or what's
Incredible True Story?
the yeah, The Incredible True
Why don't I
Story.
know that?
And the first song is Contact, where it's literally just like drums and like it's like the intro song. And I just like that's the only song that I've like
It's
saved.
funny as
It's
hell.
like, dude, all it is just like drums, and then at the very end, it's like it like goes into like the story. It's like we're gonna be taking lift off soon, or they're like in space, or like, do you know where it is or something? And I don't know, dude. It's just
Okay. Well, no, I just bring it up because back when I was like diving deep into John Bellion, he has projects from like 2014 with Logic, and like
oh really?
yeah, and like other these rappers are like not as popular, but they've shown up here and there. It's Black Keys is another one that really shows up on John Bellion stuff every now and then.
Yeah.
What?
And yeah, not the band. It's there's Black Keys, Black with
Okay.
a QUE at the end.
Gotcha.
I'll recommend
Now I
it.
see.
Do you guys just copy the link from Spotify, or can I just put like the song title?
Yeah. We just throw the link from Spotify in the Discord. Sorry, listener,
Okay, cool.
exclusive club only.
All right,
Yeah, guys,
I'll
you
do
need,
that
you need
after.
an invite.
Maybe at some point if it gets big enough, we can always make
Have
a public Discord. But you gotta learn how to lock down things first.
Got to monetize that shit.
Well,
Wait.
this was fun, guys.
Thank you
had
for
a lot of
coming.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, next
I'm
week-
still here.
next week we're gonna be doing Carrie and Lowell. I'm not sure.
Wait.
But it's by Sufjan Stevens.
Holy shit. Okay.
We're gonna be joined by Ethan. Is gonna be coming back to the show again.
Dude.
Uh,
What? This album is so sad. This album is like insanely
How do
sad.
you
Like
how do you spell
No.
either the artist name or the song?
Sufjan Stevens. It's Sufjan Stevens.
Oh, dude.
like
is that how you pronounce it?
S-U-F?
So sad.
Oh yeah,
I've
I see,
only
I
heard
see
a
it.
few songs by him, and they're incredibly sad.
this,
so,
holy shit! Like this is like on par with that National album that I was talking about earlier. Like it's just I literally
next
have
week's
like
gonna be a trip, bro.
like I have I have a
Right.
sad playlist, and then I have an incredibly sad playlist that I like never listen to, and one of the songs on that playlist is from this album.
Bruh.
Bro, I say we'll listen. This is
Horrible.
what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be in town Saturday night between the Tyler the Creator concert and the St. Paul and the Broken Bones concert. So Saturday we got a free night. Instead of having a kickback, we'll have everyone come together, but we'll just watch Manchester by the Sea. Really getting the right headspace for it, you know.
Nick,
Yeah.
I've only heard. I should have known better from that album. Does it get sadder than that?
Let me
Or
let me tell you the song that I know. I forget the name of it off the top of my head.
I know
only-
4th
the-
of July is hella fucking sad. That's
the-
the one I know of.
Got you. The one off the top of my head that I thought was the saddest at the time. I haven't listened to it in forever, but it was The Only Thing. I thought that one was incredibly sad.
All
It
right,
has the
I'll
most
give it a look.
plays. So,
Give it a
but yeah,
listen.
so yeah, because Ethan, I had asked him if he was good for next week, like a few weeks ago, and he was like, yeah. And then I hadn't like got him to respond, like because he's been busy. So I just have been waiting to hear what album, and he texted me like when we started, and I was like, oh my god,
Bruh.
yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a heavy one next week. And then the week after that will not be as sad. It'll still be indie, but it won't be as sad. So there will be respite. But yeah, so that'll be fun next week. It's gonna be a hell of a. We'll see where the tangents go next week. Because we gotta
Okay.
have something to break up the content of that album. So that'll be a good time. For now, what do we add? Oh, we're at 120. Yeah, let's do a quick recent listenings. Actually, quick this week, Nick.
Of course. I
for
will.
me-
I will be quick.
Yeah, like I said, for me, I've been listening to a lot of J. Cole, especially the off season. The Dream by Alt J still. I've been checking out just random like Rumors by Fleetwood Mac is in the Dolby Atmos on Apple Music. That's a good one to do that with. I think that's mostly it. Other than that, just a lot of like I don't know, just random daily mixes and stuff. Nothing really specific to name.
I got you. Yeah.
Should I give mine?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I've been working on a I want to make like an indie summer playlist,
Okay.
and so I've been listening to like a lot of like upbeat kind of like like pool party indie songs.
Mhm.
And I stumbled on this band that I'm becoming a really big fan of. It's called Palace is the band's name, and I have like 3 songs from an album from like 2016 that are just like really really vibey. I'll put them in the Discord in a little bit, but
Cool.
if you have any like upbeat like summer indie vibes, like I'm thinking like Beachside, Nick from Kings of Leon, if you know that song.
Yeah.
Or, just like something bouncy, like that you listen to that at a pool party. You be like, oh, yeah,
I got
like some
tons of-
Still Woozy. I've been listening to a lot of Still Woozy too for these kind of playlists.
You about to begin some goddamn
Foster the
Peach Pit
People.
recommendations as well.
You
I
might
have a Peach Pit. I have Techno Snow. I think is the only Peach Pit.
Techno Show.
Peach-
Okay.
Techno Show. Yeah.
you might like
I'm gonna put you on a couple other ones too.
you might
Hell
like
yeah.
you might like the band Parcels. They're a little a little different, but like they've got like a dancey groove to it.
Okay.
But anyways, was that it? I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah. That was it for
I
me.
got you. I've been listening to a lot of Andy Schauf and Amine, of course, because I saw them in concert recently, separately, but both great. Very different vibes. Both great though.
Oh yeah.
The Amine,
Oh, yeah.
Amine show was great. He played like all kinds of like deep cuts and like hits. It was really good.
Uh-huh.
But also aside from that, Toro y Moi, I've been like listening to him a lot more recently, like just kind of unexpectedly. And I bought a vinyl by him that I just saw at the record store, and it's really good. It's one that I've liked for a while. What For, that album. And Dire Straits and a guy named Boz Skaggs, who makes kind of like Steely Dan-esque music from like the 80s.
The
So, yeah.
Skagmeister.
Yeah. But good shit. I'm gonna keep bumping Amine and Tyler the Creator through the week, I think.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. Oh no, wait, sorry. I wanted to recommend. There's a guy named Dijon that I think you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You like him? Okay.
Dude, oh my, yeah.
So we're already on the same wave. Cool.
What song came to mind?
I love The Dress. Many times.
Yes.
And Skin is really good too. And he's really
Yeah,
good
so
too. But
I know Skin, I know The Dress. Nico's Red Truck is also pretty good.
okay.
But yeah, definitely R&B vibe. It's kind of bedroom poppy too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
very, very good.
All right. We're good.
So I started listening to Kanye's discography again because of the
doc.
Netflix documentary that came out. So I had to re-listen again. I kind of told myself like Kanye has a lot of good songs, so I feel like I've listened to a lot of his discography. But then when I like think about it, I'm like, I really haven't listened all the way through to like a couple of the albums, you know. So I've been listening to that. I listened to recently. It's been Graduation, 808 and Heartbreak, 808s and Heartbreaks, and then a little bit of Return or Watch the Throne. I mean, so I've listened to like a little bit of that album, but still got to finish that. Been listening to Amine both on my phone and in concert. We got to see Cochise play too, or sing. I looked at pronunciation. Apparently it's pronounced Cochise. I don't know. But
The rock band?
No,
I was
it's
gonna say,
not the
there's no
audio
way we're
slave
thinking
song.
of the same
It's not the
thing.
audio slave
Okay.
song. No.
I was like,
No,
there's
it's-
no way.
his name is pronounced like COH dash CHEEZ.
Did you say he did something with
So it's like
Lyrical Lemonade?
Cochise.
Because his
Oh, okay,
first
yeah,
Google
no.
result is a
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you've probably heard it on TikTok. He's also the one who goes like, "That boy says, that boy says." I don't know if you've heard that song or the "Tell him what's up, tell him what's up, tell him what's up." I don't know if you guys have heard that. Probably have if you heard it. I don't know, but he opened for them. Like it took me a minute to like Nick. Okay, Nick didn't hear it, but like we were looking at the Amine merch, and I was like, does that say Coach Ice on it? And I was like, he's not on this tour, and I was like, that's kind of weird. And it was like, it was scrambled enough letters to where it could have just like not been his name, but I really didn't know. And then he came out and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense why his merch is back there at the counter. What else have I been listening to? Pretty much just a lot of Kanye, honestly, right now. But that's it for me.
That's it for you.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, I guess then that's all of us. So we can go ahead and put this one down. Yeah. Just want to say thanks for listening this week, and thank you again to Gonzo for joining us. Hopefully it wasn't too painful, and we can have you back at some point.
Yeah, I would love to.
Remember to
time.
tune in next week. We're glad you enjoyed it.
Maybe not on a Monday, but not on a Monday so late, but any other day, I'll be down.
Normally we do Wednesdays, but we had a bit of a scheduling bind, so my ring. But yeah, so anyways, remember to tune in next week where Ethan's gonna be back and we're gonna be taking a look at Carrie and Lowell, not sure. By you said it's Sufjan?
I think so.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't Sufjan, but that's how I read it. I figured it was something like Swedish. Sufjan Stevens, sure. But we're going to be taking a look at that next week, so make sure to listen to it as much as you want. Kind of have your own thoughts and mentally join in the discussion with us. Also, once again, if you want to keep up with the show or share your thoughts about this week's episode, check out our socials. We're on Twitter at ListUpPodcast and Instagram at ListenUpPod. Those accounts, as well as our personal handles and the merch link, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. And finally, if you enjoyed this episode, if you wanted to throw a rating and review on your respective platform our way, that'd be great. Other than that, for now, we'll catch you next week, and remember to listen up.